Now I gotta wait.
Things what shakes off all the dirt.
For what, baby?
Because they're like a spider webs and they're also for spider webs.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll take care of it. Mommy gets scared of spiders. Well,
I want to have a tarantula.
I don't like spiders.
Dad, I want to have a tarantula.
No.
Yeah, I want a tarantula.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Yeah, no, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Down in Dylan place or something. Or down around the alley. I'll just check down there if we need something. But there's a big bloom under the edge of the barn. Right there.
I'm just waiting for Big Barn to get here because I have one message.
Yeah, get the purple SMGs.
One message. One. And if.
And there's a big chunk over down there.
If.
Oh, it's gone. Somebody was over here. Go sit right
She
on
can
the edge of the
admit
barn.
that she's here. I would love to tell her. It's very important. But if she doesn't admit she's here, then I'm never going to tell her, I guess. Don't say I never tried to tell you, Big Barn. But anyways, we'll wait and see if she has enough to say hi. And if she does, I'll tell. Oh, it's very important.
Got the lifted.
And I have the proof for you, girlfriend.
There's only 5 people left.
You may want to see it. So what do you think about those tables? They turn. But let's get into it. The other subject. We'll wait for her to grow a pair. Funny thing, she used to have a big pair. For some reason, they've shriveled up.
You can tear the joint up for a while.
Anyhow, I do. But I won't be using it. Actually, I don't, because Sandra deleted it, I think. I'd have to look in my phone. But I'm almost 110% sure she deleted it. The very first thing that happened when I got off vacation, I didn't even plug in my phone for how long, Eric?
Oh, a couple hours.
And then when
You
it
only
did,
plugged it in for an hour or for a minute.
when it did get plugged in, it got handed to Cassandra.
That was sweet.
And she viewed everything. And she deleted some stuff. And blocked some people. And got rid of numbers that I didn't need in my phone.
Hold on, Amelia.
Because that's daddy. Right?
Hold on.
But anyway. So. A lot of you are here because you want to hear about the Gina stuff. Do you have anything for me to read for them or not? Just like a page or two, or 2 pages, just give me 2 pages of the discovery. Danielle, I'm gonna call you when I'm in the bath, unless Cassandra's not to her destination, and then I might call her. But I was gonna call you because I had some stuff I wanted to talk to you about. But like I said, if she's at her destination, then I'll call you. But if not, I'll probably call her. So let me get into it. Okay. There's this little group.
Be quiet.
I don't know what to call them. You guys, I'll explain, and you tell me what you want to call them. They're very angry people.
Don't die. 3 people. You gotta win
that don't know me, that watch my every move, and do weird things to my friends, and they do weird things to me. I love you, Danielle. Woo! That's 2 tonight. That's 2. The next one, I'm gonna have to say we're soul sisters, okay? Yeah. I was just thinking of this chick that has to get surgery on those. Oh my God, can you imagine? I heard that it was like a big glob of grapes right in the crack. But yeah, anyways. So, yeah, I have these people that, oh, man, they're just some real Debbie Downers. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm doing this little thing with Gina where we're like talking about her case. You know, because I believe that she is an innocent person. Right? Right. So I believe that she's an innocent person. I don't think she tied up this woman and let her be abused the way that the woman's saying so. And all this to the point where they're trying to get her with human trafficking charges. Okay? They're trying to hold this woman in there for the rest of her freaking life. They just gave her a plea deal of 15 years. But if I was her, I wouldn't want to spend 15 minutes for something I didn't do. Period. Whoa, Miss Lippy. What time is it?
Hammer time.
No more drinks. Remember we talked this morning?
I didn't have a drink.
All right.
So I still can't have a drink.
A long time ago, huh?
I have 1 drink.
Don't have 1 drink. You got the Discovery?
Yeah, so these
I
are.
have 1 drink.
So, anyhow, we're doing this thing. I'm getting the word out. These people are interested. They want to know. You went way too far ahead. I'm just saying from where we were. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be in order.
It doesn't have to be in order, and we're skipping around anyway.
Can you turn on your TV
My husband just picked out a couple pages for me to read to you guys out of the Discovery. But anyways, I believe that this woman is telling the truth. I got a pretty good little group that's interested in her story and getting that out there. I personally would like to get her a legal team, right? To help her with her case. I don't know if Lash or Cassandra's in here, but I think Danielle and Harley still are. So if Lash or Cassandra's not in here, you can get a hold of Danielle or Harley, and they can get up with me. If Danielle and Harley are in here, can you all say hey? But anyways, so these people, they have like some one-sided beef with me. And I can't say for sure that they did it, but I'm almost positive that they called the jail and started some shit. These people that me and Danielle call hemorrhoids. They called the jail, started some shit for Gina, which already, like, damn, like, poor Gina, dude, like, she's already looking at spending her life somewhere where, like, not only I, but a lot of people think she's innocent. So you guys started some trouble for a person that's already living in hell. Pat yourselves on the back, guys. You did a real bang up job. You really showed me. You hurt my feelings. I'm trying to help someone, and that's what you do. You hurt them because you know nothing about them, but whatever floats your boat. Big barn. All right, so I promised somebody that I'll read some of the discovery, which I'm going to, right? Even though Gina didn't get to call tonight. Just so you guys know, she did call my husband. She did call Cassandra. Everybody missed her calls, but I'm assuming that these freaks caused some problems for her because she didn't call me. But like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. I know too many people in there. And I'll figure it out tomorrow. Okay, and she'll be right back on. Obviously we have to like word stuff differently or something. I don't know. But where there's a will, there's a way. And like I said, funny thing about them tables is they're always turning. So tomorrow, I cannot give you guys a time right now, but I will tell you guys when I get on. You are on TikTok. I'll let you guys know what time to be looking for me over here. So we're going to read 2 pages out of Gina's discovery because it is 5 nights of Gina and we're on day number 3. But when it's all said and done, it's probably going to end up having to be 6 nights of Gina because a hemorrhoid had to make us lose a night. We're not reading the discovery in order because really there's no point to. Lakeisha, promise you, baby. Where there's a will, there's a way. And we know too many people over there. So tomorrow I'm just going to pull up and figure it out. All right. And we shall go. On 2/14/22, how do you say that? I don't know, something, a search warrant to search the contents of Gina's 4 cell phones that were located during the search at her address on 2/10/22. The search warrant was written with the permission of Commander Blank, was reviewed by APA Blank, and was authorized by Magistrate Blank Blank. Can you read comments while I read in case I miss something? I'm going to turn it towards you, all right? And I'm going to read, and that way you can tell me, like you can stop me and tell me.
I don't like YouTube Live. That's cool.
You think that we'll figure it out and get her back on the line tomorrow? I'm confident.
And we know people.
You as confident as you was that I was coming home from vacation, babe.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Harley, what's up?
I'll take your word for it, Daddy.
That's all I know about the Teddy Graham.
I'll take your word for it, boo-boo.
4 phones. Search warrant was executed for 4 phones.
During the search of the TLC smartphone, item number 56, the detective did not observe any messages in the phone messaging portion of the device. Detective observed the phone to have the Facebook Messenger application and Text Now application downloaded and observed. Those applications to be active, the Facebook Messenger application was signed into account 10001085388999042, had a display name of Gina, and had a display photograph that showed Miss Gina's face. The Text Now application was signed into an account number, and I will not give it, and had an email address of blank 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 1979.
Quit worrying about the comments. Keep reading.
The cell phones were later turned over to Detective Blank of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Due to the cell phone being placed in airplane mode, this right here is where it gets confusing. Right here. Gina doesn't believe that this part is to be accurate at all. This whole airplane mode shit. And there's a lot to that. I mean, Eric did pick this up because he thinks that it sounds interesting and everything. But I only wish that Gina was here to explain this part to you about the airplane mode.
Those on TikTok posted her name with the picture of Marcia. Good. We need her story out there, so thank you guys. Appreciate it. You're doing a good job helping us.
Oh Lord, I cannot wait.
I mean, that's all we're trying to do is get exposure for her. Good. I mean, that's exactly. The more you talk, the more you help. Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be funny. I hope so. I hope Big Barn tries. Due to the cell phone being placed in airplane mode and not having access to Wi-Fi, yeah, probably. That's probably her.
Thank you.
Due to the detective not removing the phone from airplane mode and risking a remote user deleting all of the data on the phone, detective authorized, but it's like abbreviated. Search warrants from the Facebook account of 100018538999042 and the text now number of blank, 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 blank. The search warrants were written with the permission of Captain Blank. Were reviewed upon APA Leah, was authorized by Magistrate Blank. Detective will supplement the report upon the receipt of Facebook and TechNow records. Now for the woman's short interview. On 2/15/22, detective received a phone call from Mrs. Blank. Mrs. Blank advised that she was being discharged from the hospital and wanted to speak with the detective as soon as possible. Mrs. Short,
Seen it?
the detective, I didn't mean to say that. Blah, 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 for the police department. It's hard for an interview. The detective was advised by Monroe Catholic Charities that Blank was currently in the hospital. Detectives called ProMedica Monroe Regional Hospital and requested that they have Blank contact Detective Blank as soon as possible to reschedule the interview. Status open and pending further investigation.
So, what do we think?
So, like I have told you guys before, when I was on vacation, I went through these documents and I highlighted and I scribbled notes. And as I was doing that, I looked through and seen that there are some notes that Gina had made as well. She hadn't made very many, very few actually, but this is one of her notes. She came back and stayed here, and her trick.
In the beginning, she said, let's meet up and together, right?
I'll explain that in a second, but you'll have to remember to ask me that when I'm done reading.
I got a question before you go on. What is your theory?
No, let me finish reading, and then you remember, and then we'll talk the
Oh, I
questions.
thought you were already done.
No, I have. You gave me two.
Oh, yeah, two different things.
Detective advised Gina that detectives would contact her in the future for a formal interview, which they never have, still to this day. Prior to cleaning the scene, Detective completed a return of the tabulation, which was signed in the presence of Detective Blank. The search warrant and returned tabulation
The search warrant and return and tabulation were left
in the living room of the home. Now, Gina's son's interview. Prior to Mr. Blank being transported to the jail, Mr. Blank advised detective that the passcode to item number was 42644. Gina was advised that the detective would likely contact. I'm sorry, Mr. Blank was advised that the detective would likely contact him later that day for a formal interview, which never had.
Still, to this day, no
How long are you
interviews.
gonna be doing this, Mom?
About 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Yeah. Why are you doing that to me?
Because I want to take a shower.
Ow. Why are your fingers wet?
They're sweaty.
Oh.
I need to like.
Detective conducted a search of Gina
Give my hand.
activity on the
Yeah,
leads
they do fix
online
sweaty palms.
database.
Not shot.
Detectives
Botox.
did not
Yeah,
observe
No, it's
any
something
cell
else.
phone sales at the
Slimy.
Eco ATM
Tasty. That's what you
at
do,
the
Botox.
Kroger in the last few weeks.
I'm constantly drying.
Botox is what they use.
Detective spoke with Detective Blank about this incident. Detective Blank advised that Blank was possibly blank. Detective located a Michigan driver's license photograph of Mr. Blank, which displayed him to be bald. Mr. Blank description matched Gina's description and Blank with prior to this incident. Now, Gina wrote some messages right here. And it says, the only reason I did not answer the door. I thought they were there to put me in jail for a warrant when I stole from the Walmart a few weeks before. But how could they call me? They took all 4 of my phones.
She said say blank again.
Huh?
She said say blank again.
Who said that?
Danielle.
You'd like that, wouldn't you,
Blank.
Danielle?
Blank.
Here, read that part.
Where?
Whatever you do, make sure you say blank for names.
What part?
All of it.
Oh, I don't do that.
Start. My eyes are burning.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you can't do it silently, dork. Can't hear ya.
Some of it's not relevant to this.
Just read it.
On 2/14/22 at approximately 1900 hours, a deputy was dispatched to the listed venue in regards to a retail fraud complaint. Dispatched informed me a white female with pink hair stole cosmetic items and was attempting to leave in a black Jeep Grand Cherokee. Additional information stated that she was accompanied by 2 black males. All subjects fled on foot to Telegraph Road and was left in a vehicle. Officer arrival and actions. I arrived in the listed venue, located a vehicle in row 6 matching the description provided by the Monroe Central Dispatch. The vehicle was unoccupied and unlocked. A registration query of the plate yielded no record. I attempted to obtain a VIN from the driver's side door and it was scratched off. I then went to the dashboard where there was an additional VIN plate and it was blocked. I removed the plate and obtained the vehicle's VIN number. The vehicle was registered to a blank with an address of blank in Monroe. Interview to accomplice/witness. Blank was an employee at the listed venue, which I believe they said was Walmart. Blank stated that the suspect, later identified as Gina, was wandering the store and began filling up her carts with items. Gina obtained a compact foundation, Valentine's Day items, and began to conceal cosmetic products within Valentine's Day bags. Gina began to scan the items. Eventually, Gina began to head towards the exit doors with a cart full of unpaid items in an attempt to leave. Gina was stopped by security. Gina then removed her purse from the cart and began to flee towards her vehicle, leaving her coat and car keys behind. Gina got to the vehicle and began to scream, "Where are my keys?" Gina then fled on foot towards North Telegraph. Blank explained that there were 2 black males with Gina, who also ran towards Telegraph Road. Blank described Gina as a white female, pink hair, wearing a pink shirt, approximately 5'6", and appeared to be between 30 and 40 years old. Blank did not have a description of the other subject, other than they were black males wearing dark clothing. Blank explained she was unsure if Gina left any items. Blank turned over Gina's coat and car keys to the police officer. Other interviews. Not relevant. Interview with the suspect, Gina. I arrived at blank blank avenue and made contact with the suspect, Gina. I read Gina her Miranda rights from my issued Miranda card. Gina stated she understood her rights and I have read her and she wished to answer my questions. I questioned Gina about the incident that had occurred at the Walmart today. Gina proceeded to explain she paid for all of the items and did not steal anything. I asked Gina to provide me a receipt proving she made purchase of these items. Gina was unable to do so. I asked Gina if she had left the listed venue with unpaid items. She stated she did not. I asked Gina why she ran if she did not steal anything, and she stated it was because the police. I asked Gina who the other suspects were, and she stated his name was blank and blank. Blank was currently in the living room at this time, one of the male suspects. Gina stated that the other fella ran because of this and handed me an air pistol. Gina turned over the air pistol to me and advised that she did not want it. Gina confirmed that the air pistol belonged to blank, who did not stay on the premises. I collected the air pistol for destruction. Gina explained that blank also had warrants. I asked Gina if she knew where this person was currently located. She stated somewhere at a dope house nearby. And this is the other male witness. He provided me a driver license. Blank has multiple warrants out of Taylor and Southgate. Stated he had no involvement in regards to any retail fraud. Any further investigation, blank was positively identified. Blank has a valid parole absconder warrant for an underlying charge of armed robbery and was arrested. Video surveillance. A hard copy of the video surveillance was obtained and entered into Michigan police evidence. A receipt totaling $63.57 worth of stolen recovered property was obtained. An additional item of $23.99 was later determined to be stolen and recovered as well. A total of $84.06 worth of stolen items were recovered. It is unknown if any of the property was stolen. There is a circled item, the $23.97 additional item. Gina left an unpaid items there. The air pistol she did not take. The other person took it. The evidence is a 44 mag air pistol collected for destruction and a CD containing the video surveillance. The attachments are an obtained store receipt and all the property Gina attempted to steal. And Gina was advised that they would be seeking charges for retail fraud. Body cam was present and worn during this incident, and it was sent up to the prosecutor's office. That's that. So what do we think, guys? Gina definitely has a colorful history. Gina definitely was honest about that. She is not shy about telling you about the things that she does. In the grand scheme of things, that doesn't make her guilty of the things that they're accusing her of. The theft items is one thing, but tomorrow we'll get into a little more of the discovery related to the sex trafficking. We'll actually read the, I don't want to say medical examiner, but the doctor's report and just kind of describe where some of the wounds are and aren't with a little greater detail in the medical report. And that should give you an idea about some of the claims that the girl made about the sex trafficking, and we'll get into how many times she left under her own power, unaccompanied by Gina, and returned on her own. Kind of defeats the purpose of sex trafficking if they're under their own control and running the streets. So, you guys got any questions for what we covered tonight? And hopefully we get Gina on the phone tomorrow and we get this done. Any questions? Anybody?
This hemorrhoid said this about 3 other people. What? You got to feel me anger? Who left to come back? Ain't man, none of them hemorrhoids could do all that now. I got to take a bath.
41 solo wins. Man, this account is just as big as the other one now, isn't it?
My eyes are burning. I'm so tired.
199 or not? No, solo only. No, Oh, yeah, okay, like saying, well,
How many solo ones you got on the other one?
41, 42.
Are we done? Shut it down.
I don't know. I'm waiting.
Don't want to ask any questions.
No? Okay. I missed it. You're going to have to tell me if I call you because I'm about to go take a bath. And if I don't get a hold of Cassandra,
Well, and again, it's, you know, in all fairness, she is very open about her past, and she's very open about the crime she did commit. She just refuses to plead guilty to a crime that she didn't.
look, Danielle, give me your phone number, baby. Message me as soon as I get off of here for I can call you and we can like talk, okay? So I can try to understand what you're saying. But listen, Linda's tomorrow we gonna figure this out and we gonna have Gina on this bitch, okay? I love you guys. Thanks for paying attention. Free motherfucking Gina, okay?
And that account's like 3 fucking years old.